Hello! So today in a weird daze, I went to my local Michael's and I only went to get some fabric dye for my shirt, my tunic for Merlin that you will see in a later video because this will take me like no time at all in order to do and upload. Hopefully, hold me to that. Haha. But while perusing the aisles of Michael's, found this like make your own imprinted metal rings, and lo and behold, Merlin has 2 rings, one on each of his index fingers, and I've already made one. This is kind of my test one. It's not perfect, obviously. I have mess ups, you know, because this is my second time using it. I have the first attempt, which is just me playing around with imprints on there. I have a heart one because this thing came with it. So I have 2 rings. I can't use this one, obviously, because it's messed up. But I have this one, and I'm gonna keep it plain. But for the second one, I want to add a gemstone to it. So I have this UV resin mold that I will try out. I haven't used a mold with UV resin. I'm not the biggest fan of UV resin in general. My wand that I made for Merlin uses UV resin in the handle, and besides the fact that, you know, putting in a liquid onto a curved surface is a recipe for disaster, I also, it just wasn't curing, but hopefully I bought a UV lamp that is actually like you sit it down on the table and let it go to town. It has a timer on it, versus I've got a little flashlight that lights up. So I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that I can use these 2 molds right here, these little round guys, they're little faceted round ones, and make a gemstone. I don't know what color I'm going to use, but I do have some UV dye for that. But I figured I would take you on this magical journey of me trying to figure out what in the world I'm doing as I pound things into metal. So, I am by no means an expert. This is my first day of actually doing this. I bought this kit 4 hours ago, maybe, and I'm so excited to actually try this. And I think I got a design in mind. Since I want to use the faceted gems, I want to keep the design out of the center of it. So like where my fingers are, I want to make sure that I keep that covered up, you know. So without further ado, let's get pounding. So I bought one of these. I probably didn't need to buy this because this is just holding the damn thing. But I figured it would be better if I did. So I'm hoping if I can aim it right. I don't want the first row, but like if I slide it just like that. Can you see that? It's not perfect, obviously. I'm new at this. I'm figuring it out as I go along. We go. I'm kind of figuring it out. Oh no! Oh no, that's not good at all. Yeah, it kind of messed up. It's very hard to see it, honestly. It's very hard to line up. but it's a little uneven, but the gemstone will kind of hide it. I think it messed up and didn't record when I was bending the ring. Oh no. But yeah, this is the ring I made in case it didn't work. And I have a spot for the gem right on top. Hopefully I can just ignore that. I'm learning here. This is not my forte. But yeah, let me go check my resin. Alright, so I have my rings here. I do have my gems. They're less tacky, but they are kind of tacky, and they're not. It's something that I don't like about UV resin is that it does, like, it hardens fast, but then you still have to wait the amount of time for it to cure all the way, which is kind of frustrating. But so I do have both the gemstones that I made. I made these little ones, but I don't like them. I was hoping that it would come out significantly more clear than that, and it didn't. So I have these two little gemstones that I can't do anything with, unfortunately. So that means I pulled out my rhinestones. So I wasn't originally going to give this one a stone, which is why I went all the way around with the design. But I actually kind of like it with the red gemstone on it. You can't really tell. Oh, maybe. There we go. Like that. That looks cute. I like that a lot. And then for this one, I did plan on putting the gemstone in, which I told you guys. So I was thinking originally that I would take one of these big ones and put it on there, but I'm not a huge fan of that. So I found these. I had these left over from, I believe, Laura, and I think that looks really cute. I think that's very small and unique. So I'm going to glue these little gemstones on and then let them cure, let them dry, cure, whatever you want to call it, and then I will have some rings done. Let's do this. Alright, so I have some just super glue, some crazy glue. I'm hoping this works. I have E6000, and I've used E6000 on these rhinestones before, and it kind of eats through the plastic a little bit, or at least the backing, so they lose their shine. So I'm hoping that this won't do it. Plus, I'm a little worried that, you know, this won't adhere to the metal because it's plastic. So, and this is a single use. So, I'm gonna do the all the way around one first. I am a little nervous for this one because it is so much bigger, and so there's a lot of things that can catch on it, because it's not flush to it like this one is. There's a little bit of an edge here, but it is what it is. So, but here's my rings. That was so simple. Took some trial and error. Obviously, I'm not a professional metal impaler. I don't know what else to call it. I'm sure there's a metal stamper. Is that what this is? I don't know. I'm not an expert on it, but I think these came out really cute. and they work really well. They're shiny and sparkly and they're unique, and I made them and they go with Merlin. These work, they're glued, they're finished, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys!